Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, BitChute, Patreon, wherever you may be, Mike Martins here for the Mike Martins channel. I have personally solved and cracked America's personal debt issue. People struggling with personal debts, struggling to make ends meet, check to check. Well, I think I found the problem, and it's right here with our friends on Zero Hedge. Americans spent nearly $150 billion on illegal drugs last year. Now, if you were to divvy that up for every poor and homeless person, that could get quite a few people off their on their feet and back in the workforce, back in school, or back in with family, or whatever the situation may be. The U.S. opioid crisis has been making headlines again this week after pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson was fined $572 for fueling the epidemic in Oklahoma, a historic ruling. See, that $572 could go towards ice cream, to like maybe a little preschool or something, that $572. As Statistics Nally McCarthy notes, last year, drug overdoses climbed more than 68,000 American lives, and 47,000... Wow, claimed more than 68,000 American lives. I just had to reread that. I'm sorry, guys. And 47,000 of those deaths involved an opioid. Even though heroin, prescription opioids, and synthetic opioids like fentanyl are receiving most of the attention, deaths from other drugs like cocaine and methamphetamine are increasing. A new report from the RAND Corporation has shed light on just how many people use illicit drugs across America, as well as how much they pay for them. So this is what they pay for marijuana. So marijuana is the big drug here in Canada. Then cocaine is right there. All right. That's quite a bit, actually. What's this one? This one's heroin. Wow. They pay so much for that junk, eh? And methamphetamine. Wow. Cocaine's way down here. In 2016 alone, people in the U.S. have spent an estimated $146 billion on cocaine, heroin, marijuana, and methamphetamine. Adding the RAND's figures together from 2006 and 2016 would mean total spending on illegal drugs, of course, of the decade was nearly $1.5 trillion. That's in the decade. Out of all four drugs in 2016, users spent the most on illicit marijuana at $52 billion. The market for the illegal green stuff is around the size of the cocaine and the methamphetamine markets combined. Heroin has the second highest financial outlay of $43 billion, followed by methamphetamine $27 billion, and cocaine $24 billion. That is phenomenal, guys. I mean, there's so many people in such a bad situation right now. People working full-time and can't barely afford a roof over their heads, and it's really sad, economically speaking, what's happening in America right now. And the 107,000 homeless in California, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. 30 years ago, if you told a local Californian, hey, your kids and grandkids will be homeless, they'll be working full-time and have the college degree that you're preaching to your kids, but your grandkids will be homeless and they'll have a college degree too. People wouldn't believe it 30 years ago. But you know what? I think to solve this problem, let's get into problem solving now, okay? Do what Portugal did. Portugal legalized and decriminalized drugs, taxed the crap out of it, and in Portugal is the only country where drugs are a sickness, not a crime, right? So if you do use illicit drugs, you are sick. You're not a criminal, but you are sick. And a lot of people, their thinking, or the way they're programmed at birth, saying, well, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be deemed as a sick person to society. Well, I won't do drugs. And that's what's been happening. And Portugal's done really well. I think they had one overdose as opposed to like 300 they had like 10 years ago. 300 per year overdoses. Where now 400 overdoses per year. Now they get one, if that. And it's usually a tourist visiting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really would like to know. You know, this is it's taxing, it's a burden, it's a black market. And what will happen if we do eliminate cash transactions and use everything digital? Could this be why the higher ups do not kind of on the fence with eliminating cash? Because if they did want to eliminate cash, they could have done it 10 years ago. How would the black markets that prop the black market and dark spenders get their money? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching.